Do you suffer from debilitating migraines? You know, that throbbing pain in the front or side of your head that's so severe you're unable to work or do anything other than retreat into a dark and quiet room? Have you had them for years and just haven't found a solution? Call Dr. Elizabeth Ebersol and put an end to your debilitating migraines forever, or go to her website at www.handmadehealth.com. That's www.handmadehealth.com.
Terrence Johnson, FridayNightGlory.com, here at Mesquite Memorial Stadium where the Denton Raiders upset the Longview Lobos 27-9. I'm here with Bear Alexander. Big Bear, that's your real name. You out there in the trenches. You don't hibernate during these seasons. Tell me how you got at that D-line all day, your D-line against their O-line.
No, man, we were just striking them, hitting them in their mouth, you know. Big appreciation to the coaches for getting after their guys and getting the best out of the players. Big shout out to my family. You know, we were just able to get the best of them tonight.
Now, Denton is no stranger to getting there and almost getting that quest. You're going to face a familiar foe in Highland Park next week. What do you guys do to stay motivated as we had a crazy season? What have Big Bear been doing to keep himself and his motor running like that?
You know, I just keep the energy up on the team. You know, I bring that swagger and that momentum. You know, I'm always smiling and making sure the guys are on their best behavior and happy, you know. And that's what keeps us going and keep us consistent.
So what you guys do tonight, you enjoy this win, you get back home. Next week, you strap it back up. You got all your guys here.
Yeah. Sir.
I say you get back home. You get ready for next week. What do you guys do? Who is this here with you?
Big Bear for a reason. You got to ask me.
I got to ask you again. I know it's fine. I say you get back home, get ready for next week's. You're going to serve a lot of partridge to Highland Park next week?
Absolutely. You know, we're going to, like I say, we're going to strike. We're going to get out the ball offensively and defense. We're going to do a great job. You know, Hen is going to make sure the staff and the players do their best.
Terrence Johnson, FridayNightGlory.com, back at Mesquite Memorial. I haven't left. I'm here with the man under, Seth Hennigan, quarterback. Impressive game for you today. Threw a couple of touchdown passes. Your defense played lights out. How do you feel?
I mean, I feel great. I thought our defense really held the rope for us. That's the saying we have. They played a great game, and then offensively we trying to control the clock and just play our style of football. And then we got a couple dudes going. Our offense just played great. All their skill players, they did a great job.
Speaking of your skill players, one of them got loose here today, Cunningham. Tell me a little bit about that with you guys. Was that planned or was he just wide open like that today?
Yeah, I mean, Keagon, he just puts his work in since day one. He's done a great job for us down the stretch. And, I mean, whenever teams scheme to Billy and Jatavian, it leaves Keagon some opportunities to score. And he got his touches tonight under the biggest lights and the best game in Texas. So
now, speaking of Big Jatavian, he was rushing and catching passes. You threw a nice bomb down here to the end zone. What does that kid do for you guys when you have to switch out and other teams probably like, whoa, look what's coming in? How do you think defenses prepare for that?
I mean, it's really hard for defenses to prepare for that, obviously, since this year we put up a lot of numbers and a lot of yards against each and every team. But, I mean, Jatavian's a one-of-a-kind player. I've been playing with him since 6th grade, and we just had that good bond. I mean, I just love him like a brother.
Now, both of you guys score well over 40 points, but moving on to next week, Highland Park again. You guys get over that hump. What do Mr. Hennigan have to do to get his team on to that next level?
I mean, we just got to go to work this week during practice and watch film. I mean, it's a new team each and every year, Highland Park and Denton. I mean, it's just new players. So at the end of the day, we got to take it one day at a time, one rep at a time, and then we'll see what the next game holds.
How's it stand in the household with your dad as the coach? I know there's no pressure. You got to have a 24-hour rule, but I know back in his mind he wants something great for the both of you guys. How has it been with Dad since the COVID and everything?
I mean, it's been really good. He's my quarterback coach too, so we used to go to the field sometimes and he would work me out and we would throw because we couldn't really go anywhere else or have team practices. So, I mean, he's just been putting in the work with me and grinding, and he got better as a coach, I think, over the COVID break, and I got better as a player, and then it's showing.
Yeah, you're definitely slinging that ball. You keep doing your thing there. Terrence Johnson, FridayNightGlory.com at Mesquite Memorial here with wide receiver Keagon Cunningham. You had some impressive catches today.
Thank you.
One TD, or is it 2 TDs?
2 TDs.
2 TDs,
Yes,
so
sir.
excuse me for that. So, yeah, 2 TDs on the day. You was just getting out of it. How did you get wide open in the field today, and what was Coach Hennigan's message to you guys coming in?
You know, to get open, we have 2 really good athletes on the outside, so when they're double covered, it just leaves it open in the middle, and that's how that worked out. As for Coach Hennigan, he's preaching everything. He's telling us what to do, how to do it. He's a great coach, and I'll give it all to him.
So what do you guys do? You're going to face a familiar foe. I already told all the guys, you're not no stranger to Highland Park. What do you guys got to do to get over that hump as you go into next week? We had a short season, but it looks like you guys are in tune. What do you got to really do to just make it out of that next round?
Honestly, I think we just have to be very focused this week in practice, things like that. We just have to keep our eyes on the prize, what we got to do to win, and, I think we can pull it off.
And hats off to your defense, almost pitching a shutout. You gave up a safety just because. The defense had you guys back. Did you know your number was going to be called up today, or were you just wide open like that?
I didn't know my number was going to be called, but I'm glad it was, just very thankful.
We're going to wish you a good luck. We always watching the Ryan Raiders, always putting on good performances out here at Mesquite Memorial. Tarramce Johnson, good night. Tarramce Johnson, FridayNightGlory.com, back at Mesquite Memorial here with Jatavian Sanders. Ain't nothing he cannot do. You played quarterback today. You running the ball. You catching big passes here. What was this game plan coming in? Because you got under that center early.
Oh, yes, sir. We knew what we had to do. Stop the run, most definitely. They had a good run game. We came out on defense to execute it. And Coach M was telling us that red zone points mattered the most, and we scored the most in the red zone, and we came out with the dub.
Now, did you see your opponent on the other side? Looks like a little bit of a mismatch to me. Longview didn't adjust to it, and y'all just kept going at it, and you kept catching big passes over the middle. What was your halftime message there?
We knew we had to come out and score. It was going to be a close game mentally, physically. Defense knew we had to come get a stop. We had the momentum. We went to go score on offense, and ever since then we just took off.
Now, speaking of defense, you play both ways as well, just like Big Burr Alexander. You guys was up there lights out.
Yes,
where you get your energy from to go both ways? I know Ryan does that a lot, but I want to ask you, where do you get all that energy?
It's really mentally. I've been doing it for the past 3 years since my sophomore year, and my body, my mindset adjusted to it. I'm ready and built for it.
Now, it's a familiar foe on the other side of the ball in Highland Park. They had y'all numbers a couple of years. What do you guys got to do to go ahead and just cap it off to let them know, hey, Denton Ryan is back?
Fix mental errors, most definitely. Them penalties, they cost us, and I know Highland Park, they're going to execute off our self-mistakes. And defense, we need to get stops. On offense, we need to score in the red zone.
That was a great, impressive win. Tarramce Johnson, Friday Night Glory here with the man, both sides of the ball. Be on the lookout for him here, 27-9. Ryan Raiders get the victory to move on. Good night.